Hello my traders, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So last time I made a video about using the 4 hour time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour for entries, and it received a lot of appreciation, and some of you people told me that I should continue making videos about the 4 hour. I don't know why you guys don't want the high time frames. You always want to use the 4 hour, the 1 hour as your high time frame. So many people are excited about that, and I'm going to be doing another one on US oil. I told you price action is you see, the things happen on all different time frames. It's just that on the higher time frames they take long to happen, and they are more accurate when they happen on the high time frame. On the lower time frame they happen so frequent, but they are less as accurate as they are on the high time frame. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel. A lot of people subscribe to the channel, and I do appreciate that. Because of that video I got a lot of views in just one day because of that video. So that shows me that many people prefer actually trading in the lower time frames, which I understand for the reason, but hey, it is not easy trading on the lower time frame. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll just give you 5 seconds, and also don't forget to like the video, guys. I get almost 2,000 views, but I get only less than 100 likes, meaning most of you people who are watching the video are not liking it. That's why it's not even moving to more people. So make sure you like. I'll give you 5 seconds, like and subscribe to the channel, then I can continue with the video. Just like guys, like the video. That is the only way you guys support the channel for free. Okay, so let us proceed. I hope you've liked and subscribed. So now this is the US oil, and recently US oil has been more driven by the world sentiments, by the war in Iran with the United States, than the technical. So when you're approaching it, you approach it with a lot of caution, such that you don't make a lot of mistakes. That's why I told you this is the channel that you want to keep yourself on to, because I always give free premium content. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. Okay, now this is a US oil, and this is the 4 hour time frame. So we're just going to follow our rules step by step. So rule number 1 says you want to go to the high time frame. Now it depends on what you regard as your high time frame. Before I was using the weekly, I've used the monthly before, and I've used the weekly. Now I've been using the daily consistently. Over how many videos? I have a lot of videos where I'm using the daily. Now today I'm going to be using the 4 hour. Even the video I showed yesterday but one, it was the 4 hour time frame. So I'm also going to be using the 4 hour time frame. So stick around. If you don't know how to analyze the market, this is going to be your video. If you don't know how to take your entries and exits, this is going to be your video. And we had yesterday trade on Bitcoin that gave us some good pips, a good buy on Bitcoin. So let us go. So go to your highest time frame. On your highest time frame, which is said the 4 hour is our high time frame. When you're on your high time frame, what is that thing that you're looking for? You're looking for to mark your supply and demand zones. You're looking to mark your support and resistance zones. You're looking for the direction of the market. Now you can see that this is a clear uptrend. Even a toddler will tell you this is a clear uptrend. Now the things that we should be looking for are more of buys than sells. In an uptrend we want to look for buys, but we don't say that we cannot sell in an uptrend. We can sell, but the buys are going to be more significant than the sales. So if you get a buy setup in an uptrend, it's going to be a solid setup. Now we want to buy in an uptrend, so we're going to mark our zones. Okay, before we go that, I think that is rule number 2. Mark structures. Mark your structures. That is rule number 2. After you have established the trend of the market, the next thing on the high time frame, the next thing you want is to mark your structures. What are the structures we're going to mark? We are going to mark support and resistance, or demand and supply. Now I don't see any support zone, but I can see a resistance zone here. This is why the tricon strategy is so solid. Then down here I can see a demand zone. So down there is a demand zone, while up we have a resistance zone. Now the key is always to establish 2 points, 2 area zones that you're trading from. Only 2 are enough. You want to know where you're coming from and where you're heading. That is the only thing that you need. You don't need to mark a lot of zones. If you're going to buy from this zone here, then you should know that you're taking profit up here. If you're selling from up here, then you should know that you're taking profit down here. Unless price has crossed one of those zones, that is now when you are interested in marking another zone. But before that, you don't need to have more than 2 zones on your chart. For what? Why would you have more than 2 zones on your chart? You don't have to. This is why I always insist to you on being on high time frame. Avoid a lot of candles. Avoid many zones on your chart. Make everything as clear as it should be. Avoid indicators, guys. Indicators lag. Avoid indicators. Just make sure you use pure price action. Follow what the market is telling you, and you're going to find things very, very easy to analyze the forex market. Good. So now we go to rule number 2. We have marked our structures. Is there anything else we need to mark? No. Now, what did we do? This is the most important thing, or the most important part that you guys always miss. Wait. You know that price is coming from down here and it is likely to land here. So all you do is wait. All you do is sit and wait. You know that is likely to land here, which is a very good thing. But what you don't know is how long will price take to move from up here to here. So how do you know? You don't. You just need to wait and see what price action is doing. You wait patiently as a sniper for price to get to your zone. You're on your highest time frame, the 4 hours, so just wait patiently as a sniper for price to get to your zone. Good. So now I play price forward, and then price comes to our zones and gives a huge rejection. You see, I've played price, it has come to our zone, now it has given a huge rejection. Normally I would want price to come and sit into the zone before we can continue to look for our setups. But I want you to remember one thing: I do not predict price action, or I do not tell the price what it should be doing. Price does not do what I want it to do. It does what it wants. It is now on me to detect my pattern, to detect my edge, to detect my strategy within what price action is doing, and then execute the market using that. If I do not see that, I'm not ready to enter the market, and the market is simply telling me your edge has not yet played out, so stay away until your edge plays out. Now I would want it to come and sit here. However, it has not done that. So since I'm on the 4 hour time frame, I'll wait a little bit longer to see if it does that. If it doesn't, then I'll proceed to the medium time frame with this tap in as my confirmation. So I'm just going to play price forward and we see what happens. So price comes back to the zone, and that is what I wanted to see. Price comes back to the zone and gives me a good rejection candle. This is what I need, and this is why I always tell you guys, buy the book, because the book has these candles. These candles, I don't teach them on the channel. The only way you'll identify them is if you have seen them or if you have read about them before. So buy the book, is only $10, and learn about those 6 types of candlesticks that you only need in the market. Now people always ask me, if I buy the book, does it have each and everything? It does not have each and everything, but at least I can guarantee you it has the candlesticks that you need in the market, that the only ones that you'll ever need. And it explains all of them and what they mean, especially at key zones. It has how to draw support and resistance the right way. It has how to mark supply and demand the right way. It also shows you how you get the correct supply and demand zones. Which rules do you follow in order for you to mark your supply and demand zone? And also it has a strategy for growing small accounts, and also it teaches about risk management. So basically, if you're an advanced trader, the book is all you need. It is only $10. You contact me on that WhatsApp number and get it. Good. So now let's proceed. After this rejection, this is my confirmation to drop down to my medium time frame. And I told you I always use my medium time frame for entries. I rarely go to the lower time, because now I should go up the 30 minutes or 15 minutes, which I cannot do in my life. I cannot do such a thing. So this is drop down to MTF, that is the medium time frame. After getting confirmations from the high time frame, you drop down to the medium time frame to look now for your setups. People who can go up to the 30 minutes, it's totally fine as long as you've gotten the confirmations in the high time frame or the medium time frame. You can drop down to the entry time frame. But for me, my confirmations, as long as I get them on the medium time frame, I'm good to go. I'm going to look for setups on the medium time frame. In this time, I'm using the 2 hour and the 1 hour as the medium time frame. So now this is my confirmation. I drop down to my medium time frame. So let me just go to the 1 hour and see what is happening here. So now when you come to the 1 hour, you can see what is going on here. You can see that price, this is USL. You can see that price was making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and it was ranging here a little bit. So what do you want to do? If we are going to buy this market, remember we said we want to see a change of character, and then we see a break of structure on the medium time frame. Then we can look for our setups. 1, change of character. 2, break of structure on the medium time frame. So if I'm going to buy this market, I want this level to be taken out on the medium time frame, and then that will be my change of character. Then I wait for break of structure and buy. It's all about waiting, because you know what you're looking for. If they happen, you buy. If they have not happened, just ignore whatever is happening. So I play price forward. Price comes back to the zone. At this point, I'm not doing anything. Price is coming back to the zone, but I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to look at it, let it do whatever it wants to do. For as long as it has not broken above here, I'm not interested. Good. So meaning you're just looking at the 1 hour candles printing and ignoring them until when you see something that looks like what you know. So I play price forward and boom, we break to the upside. I think you can see this is a clear change of character. So I'm just going to mark it such that you can see it clearly. So this is a clear change of character. Good. Now that we have gotten a clear change of character, we are now having a clear fancy of going for this trade. So we are looking for break of structure, then we shall be good to go. So I'm just going to play price forward. We see now price retraces back, and that is what you want to see. So this is a higher high, this is like a higher low. So we want this high to be taken out, and that is going to be our break of structure. Then we look for our setups to buy. Simple, clean, and clear. Oh guys, before I proceed, kindness like the video guys. 5 seconds you like the video, then we proceed. Like the video guys. Whenever you like the video, it is going to be pushed to a lot of people who might need this knowledge and cannot find it anywhere else. Also, that is the only way you support the channel, by liking the video. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I always put out premium content for free. So subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to like the video. So let's proceed. Now I play price forward and see what happens, guys. Boom, we break above that zone. We break and close above that zone. I think you can see this is a break and close above. We have closed above not only with this candle, this big candle, and this is the break you want to see with the big candle. We have closed above with 1 2 3 4 candles. So we are going to call this our break of structure. So this is going to be our BOS. So now we are good to go. So what are we looking for? We are only looking for a zone that led to that break of structure. Now I have 2 zones here, 2 valid zones. I have this one here, which is a good zone, and then I have another one down. Remember, I told you, I've always told you in my videos, all my videos, whenever I have 2 zones, we always consider the upper zone. If it doesn't work out, that's now we go to the second zone, but always consider the upper zone. I know there are some strategies that say you consider the last zone because of liquidity, but me, I don't trade that. We always consider the first zone. Now I can refine this. When I go to the 2 hour, I can see that it is just one zone, just that the second zone, it is a break and close zone. So I'm just going to mark this candle to be my zone, refine it up to here like that. So that is going to be my zone. So that one marked it from the 2 hour to accommodate the first and the second zone at a go, which is a good idea. If they are not so far from each other, then it's always a good idea to mark that. So now what do I want to see? I want to see price come to retest on this zone and then give me the entries, and then we go to the upside. So my TP is supposed to be here. I want you to look at the risk to reward, guys. 1:7. That is supposed to be my TP. 1:7. And another thing you want to know is that not only are we retesting on the demand zone, we are also retesting on the previously resistance that was broken, which turns into support. You can see this was resistance broken, turned into support. Now price has made another high, so it is coming to retest in this zone, and then we go to the upside. So this is a very strong zone to buy from. Not only does it have demand and supply, it also has support and resistance, which makes it so strong. So what do? You only want to wait for price to come back to test the zone and then take you to your TP. Simple, clear, and straightforward. This is why I tell you subscribe to the channel. This is why I tell you always like the video and support the channel, because it gives me more encouragement to make these videos and more. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like the video, guys. I cannot emphasize this more. Like the video, it can reach to many people as possible. Okay, so what do? We just wait for price now to come and tap into our zone and then take us, and you can see it gave us a sniper entry. This was a sniper entry, and it started already moving. Currently, this is where price action is. This is already a 1:2. So by now you have removed some of your profits, most stop losses above break even, and we'll leave the rest to run, because this is where our TP is 1:7, and you already hit a 1:2. Already hit a 1:2, but price is still going to the upside, and I know we shall keep going because now I have broken another structure, so we shall keep going up to here. So let's just pray that price plays out like we have counted. So that is all, guys. That is what I wanted to share today. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to like the video. The mentorship is still on. Just WhatsApp me on this number here, that one there. WhatsApp me on that number. Mentorship is on. It is only $100, and the book is only $10. So subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video. If you want a mentorship, come and learn how to trade the right way. So that is all for today. Make sure you practice. Practice, guys. Practice makes perfect. Keep doing this over and over again. Repeat it as many times as possible until it sticks in your head. Practice makes perfect. Make sure you repeat it many times. That is when you learn. That is how you learn. So keep practicing, and don't forget to use a demo account until when you become so comfortable, then you can go to a live account. Otherwise, if you fail, that is now when you reach out to me. So I wish you well. I wish you best trading week. Practice. Bye. We shall meet in another one tomorrow. Thanks.